Kane is in the building.
Fine time, and now we'll loop the ball for the end zone. A risky jump ball, caught for the touchdown. Spencer Webb went up and got it. Won a battle. And that's trusting your receiver.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Tanner Wilkenson podcast. I'm your host, Tanner Wilkenson, and obviously I'm joined by my two co-hosts, one being Maxwell Stottle. Max, say what up.
What's up? How we doing?
We good. When we are obviously joined by Tim Gatman. Tim, say what up.
What up? How we doing?
As you can tell probably by the title of the podcast, we got a very special guest, tight end out of Oregon, Spencer Webb. Spencer, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
we're gonna do the same thing that we do with all of our guests that we have on. We're gonna actually interview him a little bit, get to pick his brain a little bit, and then we're gonna go to our rapid fire. That's fans' favorite part. That's what they love to tell me. They love when we go to the rapid fire part because you gotta think fast on your feet. It's like an actual interview, like you interview them for a job.
Well, I've done a lot, so here we go.
Good. First question: what pulls you to Oregon? You know, you grew up in California. Were there any thoughts of staying in state?
So I grew up an Oregon fan. My whole life, I was an Oregon fan. Grew up watching, the Ducks fly around the field and stuff. And then, I knew I wanted to go the whole time. Then the recruiting process happened, and that kind of changed everything. You start talking to some different schools. You see some new places, so it made it a little more difficult. But at the end of the day, I knew I was going to go to Oregon as soon as they offered me. And it was the best decision I ever made. And I could have went a lot of other places, but I'm happy I'm here.
That's good. Stott, I think this is a good question for you. You got your question.
Oh, yeah. So in honor of signing day being, yesterday and all that, what was your favorite memory from like your signing day and just your recruitment process when you were a recruit?
Signing day, I remember, so they faxed over the paper or whatever, the NIL or the NLI. Yeah. There's so many NLs and all that. They faxed it over and I printed it out and I signed it on my trash can in the weight room. I wanted my head coach to see I was with my brother and I signed it on the trash can. It was just like a cool moment because I put a lot of time in that weight room, and to actually sign the official one, I signed like 4 of them that day, but 4 of them. But the official one that got sent back to Oregon was at 7 a.m. Bright and early in the weight room, and my teammates were doing, their early morning weights. So it was like a motivation for the younger kids to see that. So that was pretty cool. And then you said the recruiting process?
Yeah.
Like what my favorite part was about it?
Yeah, was it was it taking all the visits or like the in-home visits or what?
I think just soaking it all in really was my favorite part. You kind of dream of that growing up, and seeing I saw a bunch of kids getting offers when I wasn't, and I was just like, kept working. And then finally to see all your hard work paid off. That was probably my favorite part. It wasn't really about, posting the offers and stuff. It was like actually hearing like you have a full, scholarship to go play the sport you love at a, powerhouse school. So that was probably my favorite part. And then obviously I got to travel to some cool places and see some cool schools. And I met a lot of great people along the way, a lot of coaches I still am in touch with, but yeah, that was probably my favorite part.
Just back to Oregon, what you're doing now. How are you dealing with all the coaching change? Obviously, you got a new head coach in Dan Lanning, a new OC in Kenny Dillingham. Like, how's that process going?
When the coaching change happened, I was initially nervous. I've been with that staff for 4+ years. And I built a relationship, a lifelong relationship. I still, I text Coach Feld and stuff because, those are my guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized it is a business, and I was a little timid at first if I was going to come back or where I was going to go, if I was going to make a change or not. And then, the coaches they really re-recruited me and helped me with that process coming back. And I didn't want to leave Oregon at all. That's my home, and I built a home here. And my teammates are my favorite part of college, and the relationships I built with them. So, going through that process, it was tough, but these coaches have really, helped with the transition. They're transitioning too, coming from other places. And I think they fit really well with just, the team and like the culture here at Oregon. So yeah, it's been an easy process. It's been fun. It's been all new stuff going on and stuff. So, I was with the same, coaches for 4 years. So you get a little comfortable. Now it's all new. You're working harder. You're trying to, prove yourself to these coaches. So it's been fun.
Going off proving yourself, what aspect of your game are you looking to hone on and improve this offseason?
Man, everything, from run blocking to route technique, catching, every year you got to get better. So there's not really anything specific other than just getting better at everything. As a tight end, you got to be good at everything. So just, making sure that I'm healthy, I'm the right size I want to be, a certain amount of strength I have, just stuff like that. There's not really one thing that I would want to improve, but everything I need to improve,
Yeah, I will say you got a great video on your Instagram of you run blocking, knocking that guy on his ass.
Yeah, that was just funny.
Yeah. So kind of going off of that, do you have like a NFL tight end that you kind of model your game after, or you kind of just like to watch?
Man, you guys are all from Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Minnesota, but yeah.
Okay. Travis Kelce, baby. That's my guy. I don't know if you guys saw the post I just posted yesterday. People always ask me why I wear number 18. It's because Travis Kelce did in college. Travis Kelce is my favorite player of all time. Not only just on the field, I feel like we play very similar, but just off the field too, like his swagger, just, who he is as a person. I feel like we're very similar. But on the field, he's got that fluidity to him and that savviness to him that I like. But yeah, that's my guy, Travis, right there.
That's awesome. Now that there's been more NIL deals happening in college football, what effect do you think they've taken in college football, and how are you taking advantage of it?
I think the NIL transition has been the smartest thing you could do. And, a lot of people say, oh, it's going to make, players do this, this, and that. And, I've always looked at college football, it is a business at the end of the day, like the amount of money that goes through college football. And, you got kids that are 18 years old choosing to go to a college. And I think, there's a lot of kids like myself that, we don't have that much money, and there's a lot of my teammates have to take care of their families too, so like stuff like that, where you look bigger picture than just so like honed in on it's like you're a college athlete. I think it's a great way just for, even just cities like Eugene, like where players can promote and like help out businesses, small businesses, stuff like that. So, I think it's been a great thing to have. And I've seen a lot of people, benefit off of it. Myself, I've definitely benefited off of it. There's some stuff in the works that I can't speak about right now, but you'll definitely see it through my social media here coming like really soon. But I've also taken my time with everything. I haven't jumped on the first couple that I wasn't 100% sold on. And I think that was the smartest thing I've done. And now I'm in the process of getting representation too. So I have, a team to help me do it. So that was really hard for me doing it. Like a lot of people hit me up, but I didn't know the business side of a lot of things. And I was scared to kind of jump into stuff, didn't know contracts, didn't know how to read contracts, you know what I'm saying? So, so I think it's great, honestly.
That's good. That's good. Stott, you got a question?
Yeah. So going back to just like the new staff and everything, how has it been so far, like translating from the old tight end coach you had? I might botch the name now, but to the new tight end coach, Drew, is it Drew Maringer?
Coach Maringer.
Yeah. How's that been?
So Coach Beta, Bobby Williams, is my guy, for life, literally for life. That's my dog. He's helped me out so much, just not only on the field, but just in life itself. That's another thing I was kind of nervous about, like who's going to be leading, our room, and you see that coach the most. But Coach Maringer, has came in and he's done really well with the transition, and he's helped me so much already just through phone calls. We haven't even gone on the field yet together. Just like my mindset and stuff like that, he's helped me out. Just, checking in on me, pushing me, and I'm not even gonna lie. Yesterday we had a stretch and I missed it, slept through my alarm, and he was on my ass, boy, I tell you what. And like, just like that, like he's been here for a short amount of time. And, I'm an older guy, a veteran on the team now. And like, he's still ripping my ass like I'm a freshman. So, I appreciate that more than he probably knows. So, he's done well with the transition. And I think, us tight ends like him. I do for sure. And I'm excited to get out there on the field with him and see, what he teaches me and he coaches me on.
So you said you were a Ducks fan your whole life. I got a question. If you could play with one former Oregon Duck, who would it be?
DeAnthony Thomas.
That's a good answer.
That's my guy.
That's a good answer.
So there was I've been thinking about changing my number, and 6 was open, right? So I was like, damn, like how crazy would that be full circle to have, like when I was a kid wearing number 6 jerseys around the house to like wearing number 6 now. I ended up not doing it, but I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, DeAnthony Thomas would be sick. Marcus Mariota would be dope too. Like there's I grew up watching those guys, so they come around the facility. I'm starstruck. Like that's DeAnthony Thomas right there.
Yeah.
Kenyon Barner. I seen KB the other day. Like at first when I met him, I was like, "That's Kenyon Barner," And now I'm like, "What's up, KB?" Like we're cool now. So, yeah, all of them honestly.
Word. We'll go to our rapid fire. So you don't really got to elaborate on any of these much. These ain't that serious of a question, but we'll start off with, are there any sports you follow outside of football? And if so, who are your favorite teams in that sport?
Probably baseball, the Giants. Okay. I'm also really big into golf too.
Okay, who's your guy?
I don't even have one, really. I just love golf.
You just love the game. You're a student of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Outside of obviously Max, who's the most famous person you got in your phone?
The most famous person I got on my phone. I have Justin Herbert, who played with him.
Jay Herbo.
I have Addison Ray's dad.
We got to pause on that. You got to elaborate. How does that happen?
Honestly, so a couple weeks ago, I went down to LA. I don't know if you guys know Chase Demore.
Yeah, I saw your stories. You were like with some some LA guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So me and Chase, we kind of know each other just through social media. And I was out in LA. He invited me to come hang out, and he was on Too Hot to Handle, the Netflix show. So I met a bunch of people out there. And honestly, it was one of the coolest experiences I've had, just like meeting those type of people, those influencers and stuff, and just kind of seeing the life they have. And they were all super genuine too, which I appreciated. They, they didn't act a certain way. They welcomed me in, and so, I ended up meeting him, and we still chop it up. That's my dog right there. He's funny. He actually was like, "You need to come down to the Super Bowl," but I gotta focus on football right now.
Yeah.
Spencer, who is your goat of goats?
My goat of goats, just all-time goat.
Yeah.
Sports or just anybody?
Anything.
Up to you. Up to your interpretation.
I'm gonna say a name, but I'm not elaborating on it.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Dan Bilzerian.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
As an OU fan, I got the Alamo shirt on. I'm repping. I'm a big OU guy. I just got to ask, do you think you hate USC as much as I do? Because I don't think you do.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. I have to play them. You get to just watch it. I have to actually play them.
Hey, all my boys they all took everybody in the middle of the night. Just left. Gone.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll see him. We'll see him in the Pac-12 championship.
Hey, you better take care. You better take care of him for us. I'll say that. Let's see. In your opinion, who do you think is the most underrated athlete of all time? Who's a
Most
guy that you don't
underrated.
think gets the most? He needs more credit.
Underrated athlete of all time. Man, these are hard questions for underrated athlete of all time.
You're so broad.
This is tough. I'm trying to think like what I would probably say like Derrick Rose. I don't know why. Obviously he dealt with injuries, but I feel like if he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he could have been something crazy.
And he still puts up like he
Yeah,
still put up
he's
20 a night with
definitely
ease.
I'm trying to think like maybe Tim Lincecum, like what he was doing during his time, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Man, that's a good question, honestly. You might need to make that one like an actual interview question.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. What is one song you'd listen to right before you take the field?
Oh, so there's this. You guys ever seen Lone Survivor?
Mm-hmm.
So the song is I can't even think of the name right now. Can I look at it real quick?
Go ahead.
So the song is from Lone Survivor, and it's the scene where the dude is up on the rock and he's trying to call in for a backup.
Okay.
It's Waking Up by Explosions in the Sky, and it has no lyrics in it. But, you know, I listen to rap all the way up until I turn that song on, and that's right before, and I just close my eyes, listen to the song, and it's just a beat. Like, it's just, you know, noise.
Get
and
locked
it kind
in.
of just calms me down. It gets all the anxiety out, and, like, you know, I just imagine plays, imagine the game in my head. So that would be one. Yeah, other than that, it's just rap, trying to get hyped up.
Would you rather spend a day at a beach or at a lake? Like day at the lake, day at the beach. Which would you rather?
I would, honestly, there's no other place in the world that I want to go to next other than Lake of the Ozarks.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hit my
Literally,
line, bro. We'll all go down.
That's my next trip is Lake of the Ozarks for sure.
Oh yeah, we got places to stay. We can host you, man. We got you down there.
Dude, hey, when I go out there, let me know. Or I'll hit you guys.
Word,
Yeah.
word, absolutely.
For real.
This is just a classic. We got to ask everybody this. What is your favorite conspiracy theory?
Ooh. My favorite conspiracy theory. Honestly, probably I think 9/11 is weird when I like some of the videos I see and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've had people say that before.
We've had people say it. That's why it's funny. We ain't laughing because it's a bad answer. We just have people say it before. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, like I don't know. Something about that was just kind of fishy to me. I don't know.
That's fair. Sty, you want to end this?
Yeah, no, I got a few rapid fire questions
Go
that
ahead.
came to my head. Real quick. What's your favorite touchdown you've scored? I feel like I know it because I saw the picture of it while you went off screen real quick, but which one was your favorite?
Washington.
The Washington one, really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I would say the most memorable was Auburn, but my favorite one was Washington because of the history of the like Washington versus Oregon, you know, and scoring that touchdown in their stadium was probably my favorite one. And I think like we worked on that play all week, and then, you know, they gave it to me. Like that was my shot. And, you know, I scored. So that one, and then obviously memorable was Auburn. Like, yeah. But
Yeah, I was in the stands for that. I was like, dude, that was crazy. That was
crazy.
sick.
That was the craziest moment of my life. To this day.
That was sick. And looking ahead, real quick, you know, early score predictions for Georgia Oregon week 1 next year.
Man, I'm just worried about my workout tomorrow. That's it.
Good answer. Good answer. All right. I mean, I think that's most of the questions we have.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on. Obviously, follow Spencer on his social medias. We'll link that in the podcast description. Thanks for coming on, Spencer.
Thanks,
Of course.
Spencer.
Appreciate you guys.
Hey, absolutely.